Yeah, that I gotta try cooking fries and tater tots in that toaster oven because it's real good at cooking the egg rolls. I just gotta cook them a little longer. I when I cook, I didn't cook it long enough. Yesterday they weren't quite as good as I usually get them and stuff. But yeah. So yep. So we'll use that toaster oven for. I have been using it this summer on my egg rolls and stuff. I haven't been using it on my tater tots and fries, and I should. Well, because it uses a lot less energy and it heats the place up a lot less. So it's yeah, that's why I got that little toaster oven. Dummy, you're a lummy. Well, yeah, the brain activity in close proximity to me is very bad, and it affects people, and that's why it's so amazing to be loved. To follow you to the moon and the sky above. It's so amazing that the faith of the local people here that I run into that that connect to me, and yeah, well, it's because I'm in close proximity to them, and I'm the Messiah. And if you in big cities, it's hard for the Messiah to function properly because of the death, murder, kill zone. Welcome to the jungle. It gets worse here every day. And I understand I'm in the epicenter of the worst mass murders in the entire history of the world. But I'm here for a reason. It says so in all the books, all the religions, right? He has to be in the epicenter of the. That's Matthew McConaughey. I'm Idris Elba. Nice to meet you. I'm just kidding around. I'm the little kid Idris Elba changes. Oh, yeah, I see it. Marvin Gaye with black. Okay, and then train the little boy to stop Matthew McConaughey. White guys with big dicks that think they are better than black guys because they got all the money and just as big a dicks. Yeah, that's dumb. Bongo drums. Yeah. Life is a dick measuring contest. It's not. Guys, I had a better sexual reputation than all the guys with the big dicks. Yeah. Contrary to popular opinion, not all women can handle, and it doesn't make her a psychotic hose beast. It just means that some people wear a size, Natalie. Natalie wears a size 13 shoe. Amy wears an 8, right? And Natalie's Amy's daughter, right? Like Patrick and me, Dad, how come your penis is big and hairy and mine is small as not? First of all, you're giving Dad way too much credit. You're going to pass me up by sixth grade. I know it. And by a year after that, you're going to get hair on, your pits and there. And the hot blonde laughing her ass. She was so pretty and she was so cute. I did not diss my wingman. I had to go where Spirit was telling me to go to protect the people that were in genocide operations. And it's obvious that the hot blonde at the MU and Jake's mom were not being targeted for genocide by people that were abusing the poor with wealthy technology. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. I have to do what you guys want me to do, not what Earl wants to do. Okay? I wanted to enjoy the basketball team, a brown-eyed girl that would roll around in the grass behind the stadium with me, right? Which I did in Scottsdale Law. But yeah, but I didn't get to enjoy it as much as I wanted to because if you wanted me to be your great Pope Francis, Call McGraw, Kiko Master, Choppa, what's his name again? Stephen Strange. But it's like, fuck, you guys are such assholes. You don't let anybody that chooses to be a better person than you be a better person than you. Secretly, wish we didn't have to meet secretly. What a town without, we're like tigers in a cage. And it still sucks, man. I could have the best sexual reputation in the entire world. And if we weren't stuck in the hellhole of Phoenix with nobody, I'm enjoying my sex life and nobody knows it but she. About me. I'm keeping it to myself. If she tells two friends, damn it, they're hitting on me, Law. Stop doing that. What do you think Steffi's hitting on me, Law? Keep your mouth shut, girl. Damn it. Damn it, Jim, I'm a doctor, not a lawyer. Right. So it happens. No, I'll never live up to those expectations now. I can't tomahawk dunk it from the left baseline and go through the middle of the lane and get up higher than Larry Nance and throw the ball into the basket like I'm throwing it into a waste paper basket because there's a 7 foot guy with a 7'6" wingspan and a 6'7" guy with a 7 foot wingspan with a 48-inch vertical. Okay. I can't do that no more. It's like Zeke when he was, 10 foot tall and bulletproof. Hey, close the gate. Are you trying to get me killed? So I'm in my Job and my David and my Solomon at the, they let him come in and put idolatry all through the temple. Yeah, viva Las Vegas. Right. So I can't control what other people can do. I just have to be the standard on how to be a mature man from cradle to grave and not act like an asshole if you with a girlfriend experience at Parumph. Parumph. I didn't get a parumph out of you. What's your parumph? And I promise, once I start recovering and clean up this mess, that I will age even more gracefully and be more healthy and just get my little V back and that, you'll be too busy enjoying your sexual reputation with camera 1, camera 2 to think anything about mine. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Happy birthday to you. Gratuitous sexing. Right? Okay, so don't compare yourself to other people. It'll only leave you bitter and vain, for there'll always be greater and lesser people than yourself. Yes, I sing better than you. Yes, I dance better than you. Yes, I ball better than you. Yes, I'm a better bowler. Yes, better at cornhole. Yes, better at darts. Yes. Numerous things, yes. Skating, no. Okay, I suck at roller skating. I said a hip hop, a hippie to the hippity, the hip hop. You don't stop rocking to the bang bang. Am I gonna get sued by Chic? No, there's no music in the background. You're just trying to keep the rhythm to the music with Wonder Mike. I'd like to say hello. Okay, so but are you funny? I know, man. But and funny? Yes, I'm the funniest man alive. Because all my jokes are for us to focus on the Lord's Prayer, and all your jokes are for fuck money, and that's really not funny. Parumph. Hi ho, it's off to fuck for money. We get fuck money, we go. You suck. Hi ho. Hey, do the pretend Death March replication ceremony because money fuckers said so. Money tight don't feel right. I did have that album. Yeah, somebody afterwards, Earl, you had Touch the World. I did have Touch the World. That's the only album I had of Earth, Wind, and Fires that was an album that was an actual album and not a collaboration of, hey, these are songs from other albums that people like the best and let's sell it for more money. I mean, like lots of Johnny Mathis albums? Yes, all the Johnny Mathis albums I ever had were, hey, these are the songs that most people like. Let's sell it for lots. And Johnny Mathis was like, whatever keeps my chateau in California and a garden to cook for my friends. Since we're not living the faith of the Father of one God, then that'll do, pig. That'll do. Right? Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. He sings it really good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Josh Groban also sings it really good. Yes, Josh Groban also sings it really good. Johnny Mathis, Josh Groban. Whichever you like better. Both good. If you have good taste, you like both. If you're a dumbass who, I think you have to have my opinions, Primero Holmes. Oh, fuck you. Can't enjoy Oh Holy Night. Andy Williams also does a very good job, too. I have not heard Bab sing it. You should go listen to Bab sing it. Why, I've heard her sing lots of songs. Why do I gotta hear that? Well, Babs has ego problems. I'm not sure if I like it as much. No, I didn't like her Christmas albums as much as I like her other albums. Mom had it. I just wasn't down with it. I believe Johnny Mathis. I just don't believe Barbra Streisand. No. I don't believe her Christmas albums. I believe her other albums. I am a woman in love, people. I believe those ones. But I don't believe her Christmas albums. But I believe Andy Williams tried to believe his Christmas album. Johnny Mathis? Yes. Jim Neighbors? Yeah, I believe Jim Neighbors. Cold on Christmas morn. I believe Jim Neighbors really loves Jesus. Well, Jesus knows who Jim Neighbors is. Jesus tells me, Earl, if I don't know who they are, if you don't know who they are, I don't know who you are. Oh, isn't that special? Right. So you have no, if you're running around doing things in Christ's name for lots of money and Earl doesn't know you exist, man, taxpayer dollars in quantum computing. And don't worry about it. Is the whole thing. Yeah, I'm worried, that drones and robotics technologies and data centers and quantum computing is going to have to kill me. Don't worry about it. It's going to have to, yes. Because you're not using your technology to share a living Messiah and live the Lord's Prayer now? Yes. It is a requirement to keep building technology to eventually isolate, contain, and terminus your El Dorado. Well, we are what we do. We're judged by our deed, right? So it's not necessary if people want to share me and live the Lord's Prayer with their cell phones. But since they ain't doing that, then yes, it is necessary for Mr. Lucky to feel lucky and build more drones, and for Ukraine to run around with drones mass murdering people all across Europe, and then the Russians having to go, hey, we have to update our way to mass murder people by getting these little robot things to kill people instead of the old-fashioned big, blow them up, boom them up, painted up, powdered up. Then you're going to be glad because your good girl's going to go bad, right? So I'm going to make some changes in our home. And so Putin up, powdered up, then you're going to, you can clone yourself? Why would you want to clone yourself? You're both ugly, selfish, and stupid. Yeah. XI and Putin, did you know you can elongate your life? Why? Okay. Why? Seriously. You're not the next pro on Dancing with the Stars. Why would they want to elongate their life? Yeah, besides you, and you, is there anything else you can talk about? No! Well, you're going to get powdered up, papered up, or whatever it is. Painted up, powdered up. Then you're going to be glad because your good girl's going to go bad. I'm not making fun of that song. I like that song. I like Tell Me Why Not. Tell Me Why That's one of my favorites. I like Divorce. I like I Don't Want to Play House. I like the one where she works at a bar and wants to go back to his house, and I forget, that one's good too. No, Tammy Wynette is, she's like the female Hank Williams. Everybody likes Tammy Wynette, right? No? Her life was absolutely miserable because of the business end of all that fuck. Yeah, and she talked about it all the time. That's how she, her miserable life was so famous, and y'all think she's iconic and want to grow up to be just like her. I want her to live the Lord's Prayer. I don't know about your sorry ass. So you want to get painted up, powdered up, and you're going to be glad because you're a good girl. You're already bad. You think money's real, and you go out and you sing for it. Me? Fuck that shit. I'll sing all I want. But if you say, hey, money's more valuable than a vibrating child, I'm going to say, if you want your bowls lighted up, shoved out your asshole, then you're going to be glad because Lucy don't come with that in the sky diamonds with me around here because I'll kick your yeah. And I could be fucking 60 years old and poisoned half to death and have melanoma coming out my shins. And I'd be willing to bet my bottom dollar that I'd be able to take your professional trained murderer and still kick his dick out of his asshole. I'd be willing to bet you. But do you want to? No, I'll just let Mr. Lucky's drones do it and those little tiny robots being made in Japan, Korea, and China. Why should I get up out of my office chair to go kick the dick of all the child molesting, murdering rapists that are addicted to it in close proximity to me when I can get assholes to build robots to do it even more efficiently and they won't even see it coming? And then they don't have to be embarrassed. Well, they had to build a 4-foot robot to come and snipe me instead of how Parsons kicked your dick out of your asshole, right? Which he already did. Well, to commit the sin in the mind is the same to commit it in the flesh. So I already did it. So if you want to be painted up, powdered up, then you're going to be glad. No more pigtails in your hair. No, remember you used to play that for me all the time in Sierra Vista and laugh at me? Remember that? Y'all had me thinking Jennifer Lopez is going to be me pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I can't decide if I want to kill her or fuck her. How superior of your Arizona. Boy, you sure fucked yourself in that artist representation of Not Me in Superior, Arizona all those years ago. How Oliver of your stone. You're not Oliver enough to Oliver. What are you talking about? Seriously? You uncultured swine. Jean, Jean, roses are red. And bears aren't meant for wrestling, so don't yell Spumoni. You don't need money or a big check cashing department, right? So run, if you will, to the top of the hill. Come out to the meadow, Jean. Jean, Jean, you're young and alive. I wouldn't want to torture that beautiful girl at Walmart that I met yesterday with the hair thing. Saying, I wouldn't want to torture her for, putting her in charge and making sure that I feel loved. Girl, I'd sit there and say, girl, you are way younger and hotter than Catherine Zeta-Jones, and I am way older and more abused than Michael Douglas ever thought of being. Yeah, but he's a selfish asshole, and she's a dumbass. Oh. She has got a point. That's a very intelligent, beautiful woman. We got a lot of intelligent women around here. I say I'm an adult. You wear nice jeans. You never stop loving that person. Maybe they've never been loved. Maybe they don't know what love is. Okay, she killed it with that. We're gonna leave it at that. No, we're not. You didn't say nothing about living the Lord's Prayer and the real faith of Haile Selassie. Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Tell him I love him. It'll be all right, right? Women want to be loved by me, not fucked by you. And that's a unanimous. I'm every woman. It's all in me. And if you want to be fucked by the next pro, well, then you go fuck the next pro. And get yourself painted up, powdered up, because you're going to be glad, because I just kicked his dick out his asshole, right? You know it. Commit the sin in the mind is the same commit in the flesh. Well, I'm missing the mark because they won't live the Lord's Prayer. What are you doing? I'm getting that foot winded up, y'all. Bam! Lucy in the sky with your dick hanging out your asshole. Yeah. It's pretty graphic. Yeah, it's kind of a lot like, it'd be better to take your eye and rip it out of your socket than it would be to want to be the pimp. Curtis Jackson, who everybody's a pimp, and or is that Ice-T? Yeah, he's a dumbass too. Donald Trump's just a pimp, and everybody, either pimping or hoeing. Live the Lord's Prayer. Wow, are you sitting to pee because you can't, because your penis is sticking out your asshole because I kicked it so hard? Well, you're welcome. Tell Mike Tyson I said hello and be nice to them beauty pageant contestants. Yeah. You like me. You want to kiss me. You don't want to kiss me. You've been in prison too long. Get out of here. Ain't that kind of movie, Mike. You don't wrestle in tigers to make me feel safe, so you'll keep me safe. If I could sodomize Shaquille O'Neal, I'd run every prison in the United States. Yeah, but could you sodomize the tiger? If it was a male tiger. Have you tried, Mike? Okay, you see why I have to kick your dick through your asshole? Do you see why you're not capable of being a true Muslim? Okay, you leave them beauty contest contestants alone, or I'm going to have to send Sandra Bullock to your house in a Pink Bunny's outfit and poke you in the back of the shoulder all night and call you a meanie and you won't be able to sleep. Yeah. I'm not going to have your daughter paint your toenails or put your hair in braids. Because I can't. Because sinners beget sin. And lovers beget love. If sinners are going to take your child because he's like Solomon and plug him into the computer by the time he's a baby because his brain is better than their brain, there ain't jack shit you can do about that if you're the peace be still of this fury of comic book contest, right? Nick Fury. Yeah. You only got one eye that works well. Okay. You're still sinning. It'd be far better to be completely blind and not see all the things that you want to covet than it would be to have just one eye to see the things you want to covet because you ripped out the other one because you thought you was doing bad, but you thought you could correct yourself, right? It'd be far better to have your friend cut your own head off while you were ripping out your entrails to remind yourself, I never want to sin like this again. If you don't know Datiro Suzuki, you'll run around acting like Tom Cruise post-apocalypse. And Dave Miscavige will say, I thought we had it all figured out. We were solving all our problems with science. Damn that Thomas Dolby and that Asian bitch, they're two fucking liars. No, the liar is you. If you believe a liar because you're a liar, then you're bought into the same invention. And you're trying to quantify the truth of creation with your invention. You're taking the creation and trying to replace the essence of creation with, oh, yeah, that's batshit fucking crazy. Okay? You're trying to take omnipotence and put it in your brain and say, I'm omnipotent. Yeah, Harold Clamp. How's the Temple of Minneapolis doing? Defund the police! Shit. See what happens when the rah-rah's God-man, has an effect on the local populace? Yeah, everybody, you are stupid for money too. Here's your secret word, Aku. It's not a secret word anymore. That's because it's the name of a guy who works at a Circle K. That's a cousin of Abu on The Simpsons. Ooh. You want to get painted up, powdered up, then you're going to be glad because your geisha girl's going to go bad. No, we don't believe in geisha. No. A wife does not paint herself to sell herself to somebody that doesn't love her for what she looks like first thing in the morning and right before bed. Okay. You love every line in her face because you understand the reason for each line if you've been loving her and listening to her and caring for her because she cares for you your whole life. That scar was from this, that was from, Amy, I knew when she was having sex with other guys because I knew her body better than the back of my own hand. Because I don't kiss and caress and give all over body massages to the back of my own hand to get Natty, Noe, Emmy, Katie, crummy good times, right? And I probably, no, it wasn't me. Wasn't me. Saw the marks, it wasn't me. And we all know that Kelly J. Green and I Don't Care is the sperm donor for Ray Ray, and he negated his protection of that woman when he tried to kill her in the womb because she got in the way of his party money, right? And I had to step up and take care of the eternal spirit of Eve through that German African line, right? Like that hasn't happened. Yeah, that happened with a woman, the Tim Roth movie? Yeah. It was an exotic, like, Yorgev said about Amy, you're exotic, right? Yeah, there was a woman of that line in Germany at that time. It wasn't Jennifer Lopez's relative. It was Amy's and Natalie's. Yeah, it was the Gomez's, not the Lopez's. Yeah, Gomez's. Me and Gomez's, I've had a lot more. I have more family relations with Gomez's than I do with Lopez's. Yeah. What's the deal with Lopez's? There's nothing wrong with Lopez's. I've had some good friends that were Lopez's in my life. Well, I'm the Wolf Clan leader, dudes. People recognize that's him. Yeah, okay. He can outrun all the Negros in Doña County, not just Doña County, globally. Yeah, I could beat Carl Lewis and Ben Johnson on steroids. That's how fast I was. Larry Titus and Leo Barker tell you, no, that kid was moving so fast his head was shaking. I'd never seen anybody run that fast in my life. They had Andre Francis. Andre Francis was in the CFL. He's from LA. He's 5'9". He was a cornerback. Okay, he was one of the fastest guys in the nation. He played cornerback at New Mexico State, and he played in the CFL. He was 5'9". He was very fast. Guys, Everson Walls, is that his name? Yeah, there's Darrell Green. Everson Walls, the one from Green. Not fast. Ran about a 4.6 40. Okay. One of the best cornerbacks in the history of the NFL. He went to an HBCU and had to play against very fast, talented athletes. Militia in the center. Pride will do. Okay. You have sidelines. You have safeties. Yeah. Everson Walls knew how to play football as a teammate. Okay? And when you're in the NFL, you got Darren Woodson over here. You got this. You got the sideline over there. You got this guy. You're strong and you train. And you got 5 yards to slow his ass down. You've got DeMarcus Ware coming to knock the quarterback on his ass. Okay, it's a team sport. It's not Ben Johnson and Carl Lewis looking at the ground saying, how did that little Jesus in track cleats whoop our ass? It was easy. Elementary, my dear, 10 times 2 is 4. Elementary, my dear, Grace Good Shepherd can outrun anybody. He needs to save the children from getting taken to the slave ship. Every time I hear the crack of the whip, my blood run cold. I'm the spirit of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John, man. Yeah, man. Who brings back the women and children from the 1,000 Philistines with the 250? Who's leader of the pack? At the candy store. It's me. I like dark chocolate. Yeah, that couple, they were so cute. They tell me, all these health people tell me I have to stop eating dark chocolate. It's like, wouldn't it be better if you stopped putting chemical poisoning through economics and all my stuff so I couldn't enjoy dark chocolate? I know once I shut down your industry and your professions and your AC berries and all your bullshit, and your super beats and stuff like that, that I'll be able to enjoy dark chocolate and a snuggle and a huggle. And I'm washing her hair, Ray. I don't know how, when a woman decides that she enjoys sexually comforting a man, she's going to enjoy just touching him and being touched by him. It's going to be like me and Buddy with Tina Turner. It's like, just say my name. Okay. It's going to be like Raj with the condom with Penny, right? Women can do it too. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Diane Lane on the train on Unfaithful there. Yeah, there you go. You're making love to the gracious good shepherd who saved all the little girls from getting raped to death and killed by the COVID operations. Wow, yeah. What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Mighty, mighty good man. But you have to be able to handle it. If you were more a part of, I'm going to broker this deal because I'm Glasheen Maxwell and Heidi Fleiss all in one. Parumph, 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 right? If you are addicted to hanging out with power brokers that are too sexy for me and a sexy man of God and I'm a pervert, you ain't going to like being in the same room with me. You ain't going to want to look me in the eye. You're going to see me as a pervert who thinks he's all that, and your husband's a better man than me. And it's like, do you know all the things that your husband does when he's not at home? Because I've met these assholes here. I like going fucking around and killing other people for the government. It's fun. And the pretty little fashion model looking wife crying, saying, really? You're losing him and you're crying? If you have kids with him, the kids might end up being like him. Yeah. All I got to say to you is this. He's been using you again by the way your head is bowed. It's a different feeling now you say that you've been handed down. But I'll tell you, just like any other fool can do, I've never had a thing that ain't been used. If you think the way y'all think, love's been used on little babies. It's been used on moms and dads. And I guess you're thinking that you've used most all the love you've had. Don't let the love you gave somebody make you have the blues. Life's eternal and grace is infinite. I'm the spirit of Adam, Moses, David, Jesus, John. I've never had a thing that ain't been used. Hey, Graham! Tell people to say your heathen vain repetitions while I'm watching Emergency and Rampart on TV in front of me one more time. I told you I'm the Messiah and I watch TV. Oh, go sell MRE beans with old Tammy and Jim, Tammy Faye and Jim. Yeah, I know what you got. I know what's up. You probably got a replica of the gun from John Wilkes Booth that shot Lincoln in the back of the head in your bathroom, huh? You're an asshole. You know that? Okay. He's an asshole. I love the soul. Okay? I love the soul. I'm not required to love the selfish prison that asshole traps the soul in. I'm just required to make sure that we're living the Lord's Prayer. So when there's a little kid and they call him Billy and his last name is Graham, he's living the ways of Earl Parsons and not the ways of his bastard dad. Okay. I've never had a thing that ain't been used. You got a university where you make money in the name of Jesus Christ, huh? How do you make money in the name of Jesus Christ? You can't. You're going to get painted up, powdered up, then you're going to be glad because your good girl's going to go bad. I like that song too. Isn't it fun? It's fun to sing. It's just fun. Every time you use it to sit there and kick, people that paint on their face, every day. Hey, you're like on the Jetsons and shit with the lady that sneezes and her mask comes off and Jane feels sorry for her and shit. And then Jane takes off her mask and she looked the same way, only she ain't sneezing and shit. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jane, stop this crazy thing. Astro, you're a baseball team in Houston. We sell cars. We're ex-vets. Yeah, you'd probably be wise to stand up for a Lord's Prayer and stop supporting the work of plastic surgeons in El Paso and telling that woman she's beautiful. Stand up for Lord's Prayer? Guys, there are some of the most beautiful women in the entire world that believe in the Lord's Prayer and want to stand up for it now, but you're making it hard for them to do so. And they have to come meet me at a store for the quantum computing to collect the evidence because you're still manipulating the evidence. And it's like me trying to hold back the ocean with a broom. Everybody's like praying, he's the guy. That's the guy. And then I told her, this old white guy. But then I also told her, I said, but it's not so much of an old man thing because before I was even 4, I corrected Spencer J. Kimball on his tribalism genocide that killed people like you for hundreds of years. Doing Manifest Destiny. So, I've been this beautiful for a long time. Oh, yeah. And if love never lasts forever, tell me what's forever for? That's how long I've been loving women that want to live the love of this man. I can't live without her, Without that woman that faithfully loves me because I'm the one that I won't accept nobody but him. I want his love. His love is perfect. If you say you want to live his love, but you don't have the courage of kindness to stand up for his love, I don't want to have children with anybody but him. Mm-hmm. They'll never. That's a Ricky Nelson song too. There'll never be anyone else for me but me. Yeah, for me. Yeah, I get it. Well, I'm with me, out there, making more wives, but, Saladin commanded me, make more husbands for my wives. And so I have talked to some of the guys here in town. They're not the focal point like that young lady explained to me yesterday in prayer and the way we connected, the souls connected. Stuff, we have to end the 2 men from India, Yeah, no, we have to be sent here and come to a store and talk to you for the truth of our faith to shine when we meet and talk and be understood, and even for us to understand it because of the brain damage from the Wi-Fi. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's true. You explain it every day, and then you wake up the next morning mad because they constantly beat you up and you feel like we're still stuck in it and we're always going to stay stuck in it. Yeah, that's true. Oh, the soul, which is the essence of self and transcends the abuse and the delusions of the mind, okay, is only free when the mind isn't turned into a trap. That's like the Star Trek thing with the guy in the chair with the dude with the white hair who's on there and plays numerous things. He plays the comms and the yangs and and all that. Ah, that's right. He does play a lot of different people. He's a space get around. Yeah, like all the Asian people on MASH, right? And all the extras and Dietrich was a priest that was selling stolen Bibles before he became Dietrich, right? Okay, guys, I love you, Hollywood. Wow, gonna get painted up, powdered up. Then you're gonna be glad because your good girl's gonna go bad. Why do you think I'm the way, the truth, and the life? Why do you think I'm the light and the way? Why do you think I'm the standard of manhood? It's not you. Why? Because you're going to get painted up, powdered up, then you're going to be glad. You're an actor. Oh, yeah, we saw that on Family Feud the other night. I love you all right for money. Yeah, peace.